Hey everybody, happy Wicked Wednesday and welcome to Shivers. As mentioned last week, each month we'll be putting a spotlight onto an influential person in the horror world. Kicking this off today, we're talking about Marilyn Manson. Marilyn Manson's real name is Brian Hugh Warner and was born on January 5th, 1969 in Canton, Ohio. A nice belated birthday for Marilyn Manson. He is an American rock musician, and the character and the band were created in 1989. The stage name was formed by combining the names of two opposing American cultural icons, Marilyn Monroe and cult leader Charles Manson. As a child, he attended his mother's Episcopal church, though his father was Roman Catholic. He attended Heritage Christian School from 1st to 10th grade. In that school, his instructors tried to show children what music they were not supposed to listen to. He thus fell in love with what he wasn't supposed to. He transferred to a public school and graduated in 1987 before leaving for college in Florida to pursue journalism, beginning to interview rock bands, including Nine Inch Nails, who became his musical mentors and helped him with his debut album. They recorded the band's first demo tape as Marilyn Manson and the Spooky Kids in 1990. The group quickly developed a loyal fan base within the South Florida punk and hardcore music scene, primarily as a result of their intentionally shocking concerts. Band members would often perform in women's clothes or bizarre costumes, and live shows routinely featured amateur pyrotechnics, naked women nailed to crosses, children locked in cages, as well as experiments in reverse psychology and butchered animal remains. Within 6 months of forming, they were playing sold-out shows in 300-capacity nightclubs throughout Florida. Marilyn Manson began crafting his own signature look and adopted a wardrobe and hairstyle similar to David Bowie. He said he did this to avoid being portrayed as a boogeyman, a role which had been ascribed to him by mainstream media following the band's commercial breakthrough. The name of the group was shortened to Marilyn Manson in 1992, and they continued to perform and release cassettes until the summer of 1993 on their own. After that, they were signed to vanity label Nothing Records. Their debut studio album, Portrait of an American Family, was released in July of 1994. Manson later criticized Nothing Records and its parent label Interscope for perceived lack of promotion. While recording B-sides and remixes for the album's proposed third single, Dope Hat, the band decided to issue the result material and standalone release titled Smells Like Children. The record included the cover of Eurythmics' Sweet Dreams Are Made of This, which established the band as a mainstream act. The song's music video was placed on heavy rotation on MTV and earned the band their first nomination for Best Rock Video at the 1996 MTV Video Music Awards. Their second studio album, 1996's Antichrist Superstar, sparked a fierce backlash among Christian fundamentalists. The album was an immediate commercial success, debuting at number 3 on Billboard Top 200 and selling almost 2 million copies in the United States, 7 million copies worldwide. The lead single, The Beautiful People, received 3 nominations at the 1997 MTV VMAs, where the band also performed. In 1999, the tragedy of Columbine's school shooting occurred, and allegedly the 2 school shooters were wearing Marilyn Manson shirts, causing public upheaval and continued hate from politicians for Manson's music. He elaborated on this point in a co-ed written article for Rolling Stone called Columbine, Whose Fault Is It? In the article, Manson castigated America's gun culture and the political influence on the NRA, but was heavily critical of the news media as well. He argued that the media should be blamed for the next school shooting, as it was them who propagated the ensuing hysteria and witch hunt, and said that instead of debating more relevant societal issues, the media instead facilitated the placing of blame on a scapegoat. In July of 2005, Manson told Rolling Stone that he was shifting his focus from music to filmmaking. His quote is, "I just don't think the world is worth putting music into right now. I no longer want to make art that other people, particularly record companies, are turning into a product. I just want to make art." Johnny Depp reportedly used Manson as an inspiration for his performance as Willy Wonka in the film Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. In 2007, Manson launched Manasynth, his own brand of Swiss-made absinthe. All of these, I think, are very cool fun facts. Manson has supported various charitable causes throughout his career. In 2002, he worked with the Make-A-Wish Foundation to collaborate with a fan who had been diagnosed with a life-threatening illness. 16-year-old Andrew Baines from Tennessee was invited into the band's recording studio to record backup vocals for their then upcoming album, The Golden Age of Grotesque. Manson's website read, "Yesterday I spent the afternoon with Andrew, who reminded me the things I create are only made complete by those who enjoy them. I just want to simply say that thank you, Andrew, for sharing such an important wish with me." He contributed to Oxfam's 2013 Rumble in the Jungle event, which raised money to aid victims of domestic and sexual abuse in the Democratic Republic of Congo. He has supported various organizations such as Music for Life and Little Kids Rock, which enabled access to musical instruments and education to children of low-income families. He has also worked on Project Nightlight, a group that encourages children and teenagers to speak out against physical and sexual abuse. In 2019, he performed alongside Cyndi Lauper at her annual Home for the Holidays benefit concert, with all proceeds donated to Lauper's True Colors United, which works to develop solutions for youth homelessness that focuses on unique experiences of LGBTQ young people. It wasn't until 2020 that abuse allegations began surfacing from past partners of Manson on Manson. A total of 16 women made allegations against him, including 5 for sexual assault. On February 2nd of 2020, Manson issued a statement via Instagram saying, "Obviously, my art and my life have been long magnets to controversy, but these recent claims about me are horrible distortions of reality. My intimate relationships have always been entirely consensual with like-minded partners." He claimed the accusers were misrepresenting the past. His former wife, Dita Von Teese, said, "The details made public do not match my personal experience during my 7-year relationship with Manson." Former girlfriend Rose McGowan said that Manson was not abusive during their relationship, but that her experience had no bearing on whether he was like that with others before or after. It was later found that Evan Rachel Wood and another longtime ex of Manson's gathered women together to make these claims. In 2022, the California court systems dismissed the case due to a lack of evidence. Despite the outward hate for his music, his tactics, him as himself, in the US alone, 3 of the band's albums had been awarded platinum status and 3 went gold, and the band had 8 releases, debuting in the top 10, including 2 #1 albums. Manson has been ranked at number 44 on the list of top 100 heavy metal vocalists of all time, and along with his band, he has been nominated for Grammy Awards. Manson himself earned an additional Grammy nomination for his work and help on Kanye West's Donda in 2021. Manson made his film debut as an actor in David Lynch's Lost Highway in 1997 and has since appeared in a variety of minor roles and cameos. In 2002, his first art show, The Golden Age of Grotesque, was held at Los Angeles Contemporary Exhibitions Center. So, that's a little bit of background on Marilyn Manson. Hopefully some information is new, some stuff you already knew. Either way, I think it's very interesting to kind of hear where he comes from. This person who seems so creepy and different really isn't that much different than any of us. So, thank you for listening to today's Wicked Wednesday, and we will see you next week.